Every ballot cast tonight in Tulsa County will go to the election board on Skelly Drive. That's where we find 2 News Oklahoma's Isabel Flores. And Isabel, it's the first major election since they've moved into their new location.
That's correct, Julie. I was actually able to speak to the secretary of the Tulsa County Election Board, Gwen Freeman, who tells me they've actually been able to upgrade their space a little bit. And I know it seems a little bit quiet behind me right now, but after 7, this place will be hustling and bustling, counting ballots from every precinct that starts bringing in their ballots after 7 when polls close. Now, she also told me something pretty interesting that I wanted to share. She said that after early voting happened between June 11th and June 13th, there was 4,500 early voters that cast their ballots. She also told me that was about almost twice as much as the early voters that showed up for the elections that they held 4 years ago. So again, if you need help finding your precinct, we have more information on our free 2 News Oklahoma app. Voting is up till 7, so make your voice heard. But stay tuned to 2 News Oklahoma. We'll have more information and the latest coming up.
Well, meteorologist Brandon Woolley has been on the road for his Library Weather Talk series. This morning, he visited Fort Gibson, followed by a stop in Hobart. This afternoon, families learning all about Oklahoma's severe weather, storm safety, and, of course, life as a meteorologist. At 2 News Oklahoma, his next stop is Muskogee Public Library on Monday.
He's registered over 250 miles in the past 2 days. He's told me visiting all these great communities across Green Country.
Wow, and you're serving up some good library weather. They have good AC in the library.
Yes, you'll want that tomorrow with temperatures that are going to be on the rise. I'll be talking more about that threat of storms this evening and in the days to come after the break.
2 News Oklahoma starts right now.
Our team coverage of the Oklahoma primaries continues with 7 crews across the state, 6 at watch parties for the governor's race. Thanks for staying with us on Extra Edition. I'm Julie Chin. Let's check in again with our 2 News anchor, TJ Eckert, who's at Mike Mazzei's watch party in Bixby. TJ?
Yeah, Julie, here at Venterra, here at around 151st and Yale. Mike Mazzei just arrived, or I'm assuming just arrived, made himself public. He's been around shaking some hands. More people starting to funnel in, mainly people from the campaign, but we're starting to see some other people make their way through the doors here as this watch party kind of gets going here. About 30 minutes, right, until polls close, so should start seeing some results come in here pretty soon. Now, about 5 minutes ago, Mike Mazzei did come down and chat with us ahead of this night, this watch party, and we asked him how he's feeling going into the night.
Great. We're just so grateful for all our friends across the state that have helped Team Mazzei, and we're looking forward to some strong results and enjoying the evening with friends and family and volunteers.
Now, we were able to talk with Mike about the campaign that he ran. As you can see, he's back here. I'm not sure, Dane, if we were able to see him or not, but he's back here mingling around with some people. But we did ask him about the campaign and the investment that he made in terms of the money put into it, and he said that as a financial advisor, he knows when he sees a good investment. That's the quote he gave us when talking about the money that he put into this campaign. So there you have it. Now, this is just one, again, of 9 Republican candidates for governor. We've been talking about that all night. We have Aaron Christie here in Tulsa as well with Gentner Drummond. Aaron, what's it looking like there now?
Well, TJ, we haven't seen Gentner Drummond like you have seen Mike Mazzei tonight. The watch party here just getting started. Doors just opened moments ago. They've got the podium set up. They're doing the audio checks. You see it says they're serving the people of Oklahoma, not the political elite, a comment that you heard often during his campaign. He was really focusing on this law and order, being the Attorney General, and because of that, he has received multiple endorsements from police and fire groups. He has talked a lot about his successes as an Attorney General, including the 600 plus illegal marijuana operations that he has shut down, as well as his lawsuits against Big Pharma and State Farm. He had a multitude of differences with our current governor, Governor Stitt, and so one of his big campaign promises is to have better tribal relations. As we know, Governor Stitt had quite the turbulent relationship with our tribe. So polls close at 7. I'm sure people will continue to trickle in here tonight. We're going to be covering the results and bringing them to you throughout the night. On the Democratic side, the pool much smaller. Cindy Munson, who's been doing probably the heaviest campaigning so far. Justin Ayer is at her watch party. Justin, how's it going out there?
Well, I'll tell you what, Aaron, let's go ahead and bring Cindy in right now, shall we? Cindy, it is primary night.
Yes.
What, 25 minutes? The polls close.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
I feel good. It's very surreal. You know, I've been on the ballot now for over a decade, but this is a little different. But I'm feeling very good and excited about what's ahead. Thankful to all of the folks across the state who have been supporting me. Thankful to my friends and family who are here and will be here tonight. But I feel good.
Yeah, feeling confident, right? Have to.
Oh, absolutely. Feel very confident, yes.
All right, so again, polls close 25 minutes, right? We know you're big on education, right? What are some last-minute pleas you would like to give to your voters out there and really the constituents of Oklahoma?
Yeah, I think those who are in line to vote or on their way to go vote, to think about where we're at as a state. You know, you talked about education. We're last in the nation. We're at the bottom for healthcare outcomes. We know there are thousands of Oklahomans who are having to work multiple jobs just to pay basic necessities. And think about who's been in charge for the last 20 years. Republicans have had full control of the legislature and the governor's mansion, and it's not working for Oklahomans. You look at their campaigns, and they're not even talking about Oklahomans. They're talking about the president. They're beating up on each other. And my campaign has been and will continue to be, as we get out of the primary and move on to the general, about you as an Oklahoman and how we solve your everyday problems. So that's what I hope you're thinking about as you're getting to the polls this evening.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Heard it from her. We will be here, and we'll give you the live results as soon as they come in, so stick with us. Julie, we'll send it back to you.
Justin, thank you. Tonight, voters will also decide whose names will appear on the Republican ticket for lieutenant governor. One of those 6 candidates will be running against Democrat Kelly Forbes. Incumbent Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell announced back in March that he would not run for any public office after this current term. 2 names are on tonight's ballot for Oklahoma Attorney General. Jeff Starling and John Echols are battling for the nomination. Whoever wins will face Nick Coffey in November.